Hey guys, it's Ndoplex and welcome over to World of Tanks. Today we're going to be doing some live commentary on a replay I had in my EBR 105. So the EBR 105, the tier 10 light tank, French wheeled light tank. So is it really a tank? Well, I'll let you decide. But anyway, today we're going to be doing some super scouting over on Malinovka. We've got a pretty nice matchup here. We've got half tier 10s and half tier 9s. So yeah, a pretty decent matchup here for us. And so in your light tanks, it's really important, especially in a light tank like this, you've got so much speed, it allows you to get right up into a nice, good early bush. And so we've sat on this bush in Malinovka. It's a pretty obvious bush, so you've got to be a bit careful about enemies trying to blind fire you. Because if you're a scout, you generally go to this bush, that's the sort of thing. But yeah, we're going to try and spot out the start of this game. We've got our EBR set up for about as much view range as I could get it at the minute. I haven't fully trained my EBR crew yet, so I'm still working on that. But we've got a good old slug of friendlies behind us, sat up here, and we're going to try and get some spots. There we go, we spotted the TVP. Unfortunately, nothing comes of it as of yet. A bit of artillery damage. And it looks like we were spotting that as well as the Leopard PTA, so we only get half the spotting there. But there we go, we're going to start spotting some other tanks very shortly. Now, it's very important in your light tanks is you want to stay alive longer than the enemy light tank. And that doesn't mean go sit at the back of the map for the first 5 minutes of the game and do nothing. It means just play a little bit more conservatively. As soon as the enemy's the light tank is out of the game, you've got so much vision control, and the map becomes your playground a little bit there. So we're just going to stay put. There you go, the Leopard spotted. And ooh, do we take the shot? Of course we don't take the shot. There we go, 1700 spotting, up to 2000 combined. We spotted the enemy EBR now going across. He seems to have gotten bored and decided to leave his post. And again, another 1000 spotting right there and then. And you've got to have good trigger discipline in your light tanks. Well, in any tanks really, but especially in your light tanks. You've got to know when to hold your shot, to not fire, and also when to move. I couldn't stay in this bush the whole game, but I'll stay in this bush for as long as I feel that I'm still getting valuable spots. There are still enough enemies round in the area for me to be worthwhile sat in this bush. You don't want to go running off too early, but we can't sit here the whole game. And so we're up to 3,500 spotting damage at the minute. And the EBR is spotted on our left, as well as a TVP. EBR gets shut down, so that's great for us. That means we have full reign of this map. We're going to have the most... We're going to have the easiest time spotting and you know, doing stuff now that he's out the game. We can be a bit more sneaky. And I'm thinking, do I move yet? Don't I move yet? Still just not going to fire. Let our teammates do all the damage. There are so many of them still sat behind us, up on the hill and everything. So what's the point in moving at the minute? So we're just waiting out. It's important not to get pressured by your teammates into moving as well when you're in your light tanks. You quite often get sat in a bush, get parked up in a nice spot, and teammates will say stuff like, why isn't our scout moving? The scout's not doing anything, blah, blah, blah. And you'll see that a bit later on in this game. People get not aggressive, but start saying, oh, scout, you should do this, you should do that, when I still feel like I'm quite valuable in this situation. So we are now up to 4,500 spotting damage. And we're just going to chill. We're going to take it easy. Not in a rush yet. We've got loads of teammates sat behind us on the hills. And so anything we spot is just getting lasered at the minute. So there's no need for us to go running around like an idiot and losing all our health. The TVP, can they do it? Oh. Unfortunately, the TVP is still alive. And I'm thinking, ooh. Can I get the shot? But I'll decide better of it. So it seems like we're winning the hill as well as definitely winning this side of the map. We've got a lot of camping going on, but it's Malinovka. There's always a lot of camping in this map. So I'm thinking, do I move? Do I not move? There you go. Object 140 has put in the chat, scout sleep. And so I just send a little reply to him. Nope, I'm awake, I'm alive, but I just don't feel like I'm quite ready to move out this bush yet. I'll move when I'm ready. Don't get peer pressured by your teammates into running in and throwing your life away just because they want some easy spots. So I'm going to stay in this bush. The artillery now says AFK scout, and I think, okay, I haven't got a spot for a while. It's time to move. Let's go do our active scout job that the EBR 105 is so good at. And there you go. The WTF Panzer 4 in the chat says, leave him alone. Obviously recognizes that I'm doing a decent enough job and there's no need to pressure me into doing something stupid and getting my tank thrown away, you know, so early on in the game. We're 5 minutes into this game. It could still go a little longer. It looks like we're winning, but there's no point throwing our life away. So we get spotted. Wondering by what. And there you go. We see the Cobra over there. Auto aim on the move, and unfortunately our shot misses, but there we go. We spotted him, and there's a support coming in, up to 5,000 spotting damage now. And god, this tank just really moves. We're just cruising around at 90 kilometers an hour, not a care in the world. I thought about parking in that bush, but I thought, nah, we're on active scout duty now. So something really important in your EBR is when you want to make those sharp turns, it's important to drop your wheels down. Take your hand off the acceleration key and just turn, and that's how you make those really sharp turns. So when you crest over a ridge line, you don't spend ages over there. So you'll see here, I don't press it. There you go, wheels off, and look at that sharp turn. You're so quick to get out of the way of the enemy team. Back down on the wheels. And so definitely handy to get your drop wheel system, your alternate mode on an easy button. Mine's on my thumb mouse button. Just for easy convenience, and we decide auto aim, take a shot, but unfortunately this tank, not having the best penetration, struggles a little bit to get through the armor unless you're around the back of the enemies. So I'm thinking, do I try it again? There you go, we track the object 140, deal 390 damage to him, and I'm thinking this is going pretty good, up to 5,000 spotting, and the standard B manages to hit us, destroys our wheel, and I'm thinking, do I repair? No, should be okay, and he slugs us again. Gosh, that Italian auto reloading tank is very strong, and some good accuracy by him, putting in 2 clean shots into me. So I've got to be a little careful here. I don't have too much. The object 261 is still telling me to spot, and I'm thinking I'm doing a pretty okay job at spotting right now. Can I get another shot into the object? There you go, another shot into him. We spot the gorilla and we spot the enemy artillery. So something to focus in your EBR 105 is you've got to focus on where you're going. Focus on driving. As much as you want to put the shots in and shoot stuff, you've got to focus on driving. We managed to bounce a standard B off the back of our tank. His entire health bar gets shut down, and we're now up to over 8,000 combined damage. We see the T95, and this is a case of let's try run rings around this big tank destroyer. He seems to have really good track traverse, so I think he's got his T95 pretty well spec'd out, and I'm thinking, okay, let's try and run some rings and play some games with this guy. We put one shot into his side, unfortunately don't penetrate his armor, and you see how he immediately backs up against a wall, and I'm thinking, oh dear, I might have got myself into a really sticky situation here. I'm gonna have to just gun it and try and get out of, and he hits our gun, breaks our gun, but luckily we managed to not take any damage from that T95. Repair our gun, I try and track him there, but unfortunately he's got some good track strength. And so I'm thinking we can't deal with this guy, let's just get out of here. We're over 10,000 combined damage now, and I don't want to die. And there you go, he turns away from us and we get some nice clean shots into his weak back plate armor. And yeah, this is just such a good feeling. We manage to roll the dice sometimes, and sometimes you've got to roll the dice and just get a bit lucky, which we certainly did in this game, not getting shot down by the T95. There you go. So up to 1,500 of our own damage and nearly 10,000 spotting damage. And at the end of the game now, in your light tanks, you've got so much speed to be able to go on the cleanup operation and find the enemy tanks and hopefully secure a little bit extra damage. So where's this 140 going to be? Thinking he might be over there where he was last spotted, but I'm thinking, there he is. Runs over to artillery. Probably going to shut down our artillery, and he does. And we know exactly where he is now, and we're most certainly going to be the first ones on the scene. So we're just cruising here, 90 kilometers an hour on the rough terrain, through the houses, over the sheds. And let's see if we can get a bit more damage on this object 140. Spot him there, auto aim on, and unfortunately ricochet off the back of his turret. Perhaps I could have aimed that shot a little bit better, but he can shot me down really quickly, and I sort of wanted to live in this game. So we'll just keep an eye on him, see if we can put in the last shot, and unfortunately we don't manage to get the last shot in. But we get over 10,000 spotting damage and 1,500 damage of our own in this victory on Malinovka. And so, this game was an ace tanker, and we got a patrol duty medal awarded to us for spotting over 6 enemy vehicles. And we actually ended up spotting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the enemy vehicles in this game. We got 10,000 experience, but this was 1,376 base experience in our EBR 105. Damage upon detecting 10,400 damage and 1,500 our own. Fired 10 shots, direct hit 9 of them, but only penetrated 4 due to the somewhat lackluster penetration of the EBR 105. But then again, you couldn't expect this tank to be buttering through tanks through the front of their heavy armor. So there you go. We made 40,000 credits this game with a premium account. Our auto resupply consumable on the high octane fuel was a little bit expensive, but even without a premium, we would have made 13,000 credits. And so there you have it, an ace tanker game in the EBR 105. I had a really fun time with this game, and I thought it was good to show just having a bit of patience in your light tank, just thinking, let you control the pace of the battle and not be peer pressured into rushing out and getting yourself killed by your teammates. Although we very nearly did get shut down by that T95 and definitely got a bit lucky. Commiserations to Stefan on the enemy team, who had a good game himself, managed to pick up a bruiser medal and 1,800 damage, but unfortunately wasn't able to shut us down. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this live commentary of a replay that I had in the EBR 105. And if you did enjoy the video, please be sure to like and subscribe, and let us know if you want to see more of this kind of thing in the future. I am currently getting back into World of Tanks after not playing for about 2 or 3 years. So it's fun relearning the meta and re-establishing some map control. The game has definitely changed in the past 2 years, and I have a lot to learn. But I thought, what a really nice game. Let's get it up on YouTube so other people can enjoy. And if you did enjoy, I'm actually streaming World of Tanks live at twitch.tv/Ndoplex if you want to come join us there live for some fun live gameplay and possibly watch me rage about the game now and again. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.